Thank you, thank you. Arcs is getting set up here, so I'm pretty excited about what's about to happen here. HRG could very well get into the grand finals, so I think what everybody wants to see, finally the America versus Europe on the grand stage. We didn't get it last year, we should get it this year. But TCM could still show us quite some serious games. They have not gone a single match against HRG without putting some points on the board. They're a very, very good team, and I know that they've been thinking a lot about how to beat these Americans, so it's still anybody's game, and they are on Gullywash, Arcs.
Yes, so, well, this definitely will be interesting. I think this is going to be one of the times when a lot of European players and also people in the crowd, they're going to be rooting for HRG just so that we can get that American-European final.
Well, you know, I have heard a lot of cheers for TCM so far, so...
Oh, maybe not then, maybe not.
Yeah. No, it's definitely that home team advantage. And at this point, I mean, I remember that last year when it was Leviathan Gaming, the crowd was really behind Leviathan just because it was the underdog against Mix-Up. This year, I haven't heard a lot of the crowd being behind HRG because Americans aren't the underdogs anymore. Even though Epsilon's better, it's like everybody else is a European underdogs at this point.
Yeah, I think people do want a European team in the final, and yeah, you certainly are right. HRG are not the underdogs in this match, but it depends on if we want to root for the underdogs for this game or if you want an American team in the final.
Well, we're casters. We're impartial, Arcs.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just before we get going here, just shout outs to the sponsor of the event. We've got TTE Sports, Club 3D, and of course Aquatuning providing the prize fund for the grand final. So thanks to them for all their support and show them some love.
Yes, I know that Aquatuning, what are they providing? Like the grand prize water cooling system, right? That seems pretty sweet.
Yeah, I believe so. It does indeed. It looks very, very good.
Although I did hear that third prize is actually a big tub of Haribo, so whoever loses this may very well get the better prize.
Yeah, well, Haribo is definitely up there in the top prizes for TF2.
We got to get some of that. Yeah, we got to get some of that over in the ESEA lands, you know?
Indeed, indeed. So it looks like the players are in the server now, just going to be waiting for them to go live. Gullywash is going to be the second map after that thrilling Viaduct game. And, well, what are your predictions on this map? Do you think HRG are going to take it, or TCM can come back in this?
Well, I want TCM to take it, just because that'll put us to a third map. But yes, we are live here on VanillaTV. It is Sal and Arx bringing you HRG versus TCM, the consolation final here at I49 on Gullywash. It's the second map. Things are going to get crazy very fast.
So TCM soldiers just jumping up over onto that right side. One's actually waiting underneath, so he'll be going in for a play over onto the medic now. Jumping in, that's Jukebox. Does manage to take down Lange. Tags also falling down here. 3 players down, 4 players down. Shrugger, Banny and Shade are working. Who's going to escape, but only Banny alive. A complete wipe within, well, only a few seconds. And TCM convincingly taking this midpoint, leaving a scout to cap. And they are moving on to this fourth immediately.
And the crowd goes wild. Absolutely as predicted, of course. TCM being the crowd favorite right now. But we'll see what happens. HRG going to have a little bit of time to set up a defense. They've got Shrugger on the heavy. They've got Sizer on the sniper. Lansky is trying to hold forward as much as possible. But here comes the Uber right now. Lansky doing this famous thing he does, trying to keep everybody who is not Ubered out of the fight. Uber's almost over. They've only gotten 1 kill out of this so far. It has been the heavy, which is a good pick. And there you go. Tag now down. Lansky down as well. And only Bibin has died, so we think TCM should have this. And there they go. Congratulations, the first round to the Europeans on Gullywash.
1 minute 20 seconds that round took. TCM just carrying that momentum all the way from middle, and to be honest, there wasn't really much HRG could do when they lost middle that quickly. And so going on to round 2 now, we'll have to see if HRG are going to be able to respond here as the teams do just make their way into the midpoint.
Yeah, now they're starting to feel a little bit of pressure here on both sides to continue the stellar performance we've seen. TCM obviously feeling good about the last round, but HRG knows, I mean, that's just a round that if you get wiped, you're probably going to lose it. Not a big deal. Nice shot there. We do have HRG still mostly alive. They're taking out TCM. Rib getting chased down by scouts. He is going to fall, and that means that TCM at this turn is getting wiped out, but Miralyn has gotten back to spawn, saving that Uber.
So HRG are going to be taking this midpoint, and actually a lot of players did push aggressively forward just to see if they could catch out Miralyn, but he was all the way on last. And so TCM going to have that Uber advantage. HRG's Shade just starting to build up his Uber charge now, as Banny got a nice little sticky trap out there. Tag does go down, trying to come in and force that Uber. Jukebox does take him out, and stickies have been called. Zebo side, Rocket jumps out from the door just to clear those off, and well, TCM probably going to be making a push into the midpoint to use that Uber advantage, but they are 1-0 up, and, well, it's early days.
Yeah, Banny himself was holding pretty far forward, trying to watch a sticky trap. I don't think he got anyone with it. And then just barely missed an air shot. I would have been screaming about it if he hit it. But he is backing up now. We've got the Uber coming in. Zebasai actually does fall to a sticky trap there, so that's going to be a good pickup for Banny. The Uber's almost ready to go for Shade. They're not going to be able to stop this capture, but they may try to re-push it.
As it looks like that is the case, as HRG moving in now, Soldier jumping up onto the point, he's got high advantage. Uber's been popped for both teams, Jukebox going flying, Medic tagging up with his demo man instead. As Cookie gets isolated and shotgun down by Lansky, who is pushing through the choke now. There is a sticky trap there, so he might not be able to get round that corner.
No, they spotted the stickies,
Scout
though.
jumps through just to try and take some of the fire. HRG are committing to this. Time is still on that midpoint. They are capping that out as the rest of the team does come through. HRG as a single unit crushing TCM here. Two of their players do fall. Merlin goes down to a Banny pill up on the balcony as HRG just wiping out the remaining players there, and they are going to be capping this 4th point out.
That's right. They're going to have a huge Uber advantage as well, so it's the situations are reversed here. TCM, it's their turn. Oh, Cookie! He was trying to change classes. He didn't quite make it back into spawn. That is a terrible thing to do.
That's why, personally, I have the setting rate doesn't kill you.
Oh, Merlin with a nice superstar kill there, though.
Wow, well played by Merlin there. And that is a crit streak that they are building. They're not going to have it in time for HRG's push, but they are going to have to wait for, well, they might wait for Tag to come in. Knowing that they have that advantage, though, they are coming straight in. Heavy is in play. They've got to focus him down. Good focus fire so far. Slicer getting the kill over onto Bib, and Cookie takes down Shrugger in the meantime. And TCM doing a good job of hanging on. They've got, Merlin does go down, Shade down at the same time. This push is not going to work. Tag is still floating around, however, but TCM, a lot of players alive. Tag actually looks like he's trying to go for a backcap play. Demoman isn't looking at it. Rib might get caught out by him if Tag does go out, but no, he's being patient.
Being very patient.
He's not going for the backcap here. He is just seeing if he can kill someone. Rip has spotted him, and
he got some
I'm
damage,
not sure if he'll be able to do anything.
Yeah, probably not. By the way, is gunboats allowed in this? Oh, Zebasai takes him out. Are they allowed to use gunboats in this series?
I believe they are.
Because it looks like he was using it. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you are. It's one of the few unlocks which we do actually allow.
Well, congratulations on modernizing your game, Europe.
Ooh. Right, so TCM just pushing up to that choke point. HRG holding the mid. They're expecting TCM to come in. TCM, we'll have to look if they're running regular Uber. They are running the regular Uber charge. They never got a chance really to use that crit before. And so TCM look like they... Nah, they're probably not going to try coming in here. HRG about to have their Uber charge. TCM slightly behind. They will get it in time. There's not enough of an Uber percentage to make that small advantage do anything.
Yeah, they are both ready to go right now. Rib is going to start laying down some damage in the choke point. Might get a kill here if they're not careful. Tag is in fact down. But the Uber has been popped, and that was Tag forcing that Uber. So Rib was really trying to make something happen through that choke. He realizes they can't. Now the opposing Uber comes in. You got Zebasai going for a back cap, but he is going to have to retreat 10 health, and if somebody just spits on him right now, he will die. No. Managed to grab a health kit back there. So it's the chaos, man. There's fighting all over the place.
So crucially though, HRG keeping all of their players alive here, including the medic. Just Rib and Zebosai. Rib trying to do what he can. Well, actually, he's fallen back all the way to last to tag up with his medic. But HRG going to be taking this 4th point, ×3 on the point. They have their players alive. They have an Uber advantage. 3 seconds until remaining TCM players spawn. They might even try and push some players in now while they don't have that overheal. Heavy is coming out. He is getting the crit heals for a split second there. Soldier is over on the point. Nobody's going to be able to get around there and stop him, as huge damage coming out from Banny and Lansky.
Now that was a well-played round to the American team. They kept their composure while Zebasai was wrapping around behind. They were getting flanked all over the place. Just managed to stay together and focus that damage. So well done to them. But there's still 23 minutes left to go in this game, and it is 1-1.
That is the score, 1-1, as the teams do go in for round 3. Rib was up on that point early, but Soldier's focusing him down. Rib's in a lot of trouble here. He's going to get taken down. Medic could not come up and tag with him. Early Demoman casualty, but Lansky and Tag do fall. Jukebox also going down. HRG players are just falling like flies here. They still have their Medic and a Scout alive, but a couple of the TCM players are pushing ahead just to make sure that they can't come and contest that 4th point.
Yeah, they won't be able to chase Shade down, so he will have that Uber charge. Actually, before Miralyn does, which is kind of odd for the retreating medic, but he was retreating with a scout that whole time, building it. You're going to have TCM now in control of that 2nd point, so they're going to try and make a push. And look at what Jukebox is doing.
Well, Jukebox on a spy play here. HRG opting to run heavy. They are going for a full-on turtle defense, which is pretty smart to do in this situation, as Jukebox does move in up behind. He might just get a stab on the heavy, but he has an opportunity for the medic. He's right behind the medic. Is he going to hear him decloak? He doesn't. Oh, it's a stab over onto Shade. Takes him down. TCM surely going to be coming in very, very shortly on this last CP.
Well, that's something you don't see every day, ladies and gentlemen, but that spy being so useful today's 6v6. You've got a Pyro coming in trying to stop this from happening, and actually, HRG has lost almost all of their players, so TCM playing it well. There's one soldier left. It's Tag. He can't stop it from happening. TCM bring it to 2-1.
The vision that the spy just then had to, well, just to change that jukebox, that's the guy. The vision that jukebox had to just change class at that point and already go for the spy play was it was very, very smart, and not a lot of people can off class as well as he does.
Yeah, Jukebox seems like the European version almost of Harblue, where he really knows when to off class and he likes to do it. Definitely threw off HRG quite a bit. Now you've got Banny trying to lay down damage on the invading soldiers here. He is going to... Oh, nice kill on Jukebox. Going for Rib as well. Hits one pipe. TCM down to 3 players, and they are all very hurt except for Maryland. Maryland should be able to escape from this, but HRG will control the middle point.
These teams just exchanging these rounds at the moment, back and forth action here, which is exactly what we want to see, as HRG pushing forward through the big door entrance and just blocking TCM from being able to get out of that main door. They are going up top, maybe seeing if they can come out and contest this. They do have their Uber, they do have the players there, and yep, it looks like TCM are coming out to block this. No Uber has been popped just yet, as HRG, Lansky's in a bit of trouble health-wise. Ubers are popped for both teams now about the same time. HRG, Lansky does fall down, Jukebox also being a casualty in this fight. And it looks like TCM actually are winning this engagement. 2 of the players for HRG might be stranded behind these rocks. Soldier does rocket jump to escape and join up with his medic, but is he going to be able to get out? Not entirely sure. No, he cannot. Tag does go down. Shade does survive, but TCM are going to get players over on this mid.
Yeah, Tag actually was hiding in that corner there. I don't think he wanted to escape. He just wanted to kill someone before he went down. HRG is now having to back up, and this is not what you want to happen when you've won a mid-fight.
That's it, and so TCM just making their way through the choke point. They want to check for sticky traps. Obviously, they don't want to be dropping any, well, just their medic's life at this stage in the game. As HRG defending from up top, are they going to back off, or are they going to come out and contest this? They're thinking about it. They are hanging around up top. Soldier jumping around for TCM, just trying to intimidate them back. As the scout is getting the time on the point. Jukebox does go down, but Lansky's also traded there. So TCM do manage to take this 4th point, and with this Uber, I think HRG probably going to be back on their last again.
That they will. This time around, there is no spy for TCM just yet, but Jukebox is in position to maybe do something about this. Still, it's going to be too late because the Uber's already come in 5 versus 5. Maybe not a situation TCM wanted to take. The most they've done here is they've popped HRG's Uber. They're backing off now. And Jukebox, interestingly, has gone Sniper.
So yet another off-class from the man himself. Will he be able to get a pick of the same caliber this time around? We will see. As TCM just trying to control that top lobby. Tag does go in for a bomb over in the lower lobby, and he does go down. HRG can't really afford to lose more players here, but Rib does go down as well, so maybe throw one more out there.
A huge body shot on Shade if he can get one more hit. No, Jukebox not quite able to get that med just yet.
Close there, but we'll see. TCM, they still want to wait for Rib. There's no way they are going to make that push without him being there. Or without an Uber charge. So HRG have a little moment to push some players out, and it looks like they're trying to retake their top lobby. The Uber isn't in play yet. Oh, and actually TCM popping their Uber. HRG do not have theirs yet. They are falling back out. Lansky does go down. Scouts, they're coming up here. Uber has been popped in defense for HRG, and Soldiers retreating out the top entrance of Zebosai.
I think HRG were kind of hoping they could keep their players alive and then make a push with the Uber, but now they actually are at a little bit of a disadvantage on the Ubers, and Maryland with a huge Uber saw kill onto Shade.
Massive action from him there. Player over onto the point. One soldier. Soldiers are jumping around to try and block that. And oh, big shot on Jukebox as he tried to jump in over onto Banny. Lansky getting the final hit on that. And TCM only 2 players alive. They've got good health. A scout and medic just outside, but they might have to back off here as well. Seeing a scout, soldier, and Demoman coming at you is quite intimidating.
Yeah, now all the TCM players just respawned. They're going to try and get there, but they are not going to be in time for HRG to cap this 2nd point. But look what HRG's doing. They realize everybody got that forward spawn. They have to play very conservatively here.
So TCM just walking around the corner, obviously checking for that soldier up top. He is getting juggled up in the air, and Tag does go down again as TCM are going to be pushing forward, and well, HRG getting forced back into their lobby.
Yeah, you can always count on Tag to be doing something crazy, and Arx is going to get up and take care of something here real quick. I don't even know what it is. Shade down to low health, and it looks like HRG are pushed back away from their 2nd point. The Uber has come in right now, and Shade up to 80%, so he should be ready to go for a defense here, but TCM, they don't want to give him the time. They don't want to let him build it. He's down to 1 health, 4. He is getting back into spawn. That was so close by Jukebox. He wasn't able to seal the deal on that med, though, and that means TCM may have to retreat.
HRG will be looking to make a play and push out here. They do have that Uber advantage. TCM already looking like they're either going to try a rotation behind them, or they're going to fall out the big door. The Uber has been popped, and so they are opting to run away. HRG on the chase. Lange getting juggled a bit, and they might have overextended a bit here. The medics trying to retreat back. They do have the rest of their team backing them up, though, and they are retaking their second point, but I'm worried for the rest of their players as Cookie takes down Lange. A few of the HRG players are getting a lot of spam and damage over onto them. Bunny was quite weak there with Shade trying to pull back. Uber has been popped for TCM, and they are pushing in. Tag goes down yet again. Cookie just eliminating him from the battlefield, and TCM going to be taking back this 4th point.
That's right, they caught Shade there too, so if Miralyn doesn't go down, they will have a big Uber advantage. Sizer blocking this point for quite a while, got 1 good kill on Zibasai, but it's not going to be enough. You actually see Lansky trying a forward hold. They know they need to delay this. They don't want that Uber coming in. And Lansky does a little bit of damage there on the invading blue players from TCM. But at this point, our American team here still down in the score, 2-1. There's half the map time left to go.
So at the moment, the Uber advantage does sit with TCM. Shrugger does go down, trying to come out and make a play, but Rib takes care of him. And TCM will be making a push against no Uber. Sizer opting to run that heavy just to absorb a bit more damage as they do come in, as players will need to focus him down quickly. TCM been quite effective at doing that so far, but we'll just have to see as the Uber is now at 100%. TCM will be coming in immediately.
Lansky dropping straight down beneath. He wants to make sure to isolate this Uber as much as possible and not let any more damage onto the field. Right now, Jukebox is down. Not a lot of kills yet for... Yes, Sizer and Shrugger are both dead. HRG only has 2 players left. It is Banny and Shade. They've got the Uber. Can they hold this for the next 8 seconds, though? They have to, because that is when their players are going to respawn and be able to defend this. So far, not a lot of damage coming out of Banny. They are trying their best, but Banny is going to get taken down, and that is another round for TCM.
Banny had to get reloaded there. He just didn't have the ammo, and it was the choice. Do you go for your stickies? Do you go for your pills? And in the end, he just couldn't deal the damage on his own. He needed one other player with them, but that wasn't the case. And so TCM 3, HRG 1. Can HRG come back into this? We are 15 minutes remaining in this map. And TCM in the commanding position as HRG send their players aggressively up onto the middle. Tag going down early, but Rib down early, so a better trade-off, I would say, for HRG. So far, and the health is also looking good on them. They're just containing themselves as a single unit here. It looks like they're winning this mid as TCM are backing off all the way to their second, realizing that with their demo man down, their damage output was not going to be strong enough.
Yeah, Shade looking just a little bit hurt, but he will get back up to 150 right there. And now HRG, it's once again their turn to try this offense. They have not been quite as successful at holding on to this second point and pushing into last as TCM have, obviously. And look at what Jukebox, he's doing it again. Oh, never mind. I was really hoping we'd have a defensive spy there.
Probably just thinking if he can, change class, but no, they are just going to be going for standard setup here. 2 soldiers, 2 scouts, demo and medic. And so we will see, can TCM hold on to this? Jukebox actually changing up to sniper, hoping if he can just get a pick from the doorway, and then obviously he can change back to any class after, well, if he misses or hits the shot.
I'm watching the cookie cam right now because he is just sitting on top of that point, basically providing intel to the rest of his team. I'm not sure. He's not really doing a lot. There you go. We'll decide he's done picking his nose now and start moving. But HRG, they've got to make an attack, but they're waiting, I guess, for a pick of their own. Tag tried to jump in and force an Uber, and didn't work very well.
Is this going to prompt the TCM push? 1 player down. They know they've only got 1 soldier. It also eliminates a bit of the back cap threat, being 1 player down, and TCM just trying to push out forward. Cookie actually gets caught by a sticky trap, and that's going to... well, that's actually prompting HRG to come in. Uber's been popped on a soldier. Great play from Zabosai, pushing them back there. And HRG trying to retreat, but RTCM overextending their plays a little bit. Banny is retreating up top, dealing no damage because, well, the Uber was on him as TCM soldier of Zabosai gets juggled around. Shrugger comes in, finishes him off, and TCM might have to back off to their last again as HRG, Bibbin only on 5 HP. Cookie also very, very weak. They're falling back to their last, and, well, they're going to have to hold from here again.
Yeah, these Ubers from HRG, they aren't looking like an Uber normally looks. You know, normally you bring the Uber into last, you try and contest, then you retreat. Instead, it's always been TCM trying to be aggressive out of their own last point, which is strange because if you're not careful, you will get backcapped. But TCM seem like they're playing a really solid game.
it was just because of the tag suicide. As soon as there was the one player down, TCM thought, well, we can probably bully them out here as long as if we Uber out of the door, then no sticky trap can get us. We know they haven't got too much splash damage. They've only got one soldier and a demo man. And so they just thought, well, maybe we can at least force their Uber and almost stalemate it a bit and see what they can do from there. By pushing out, it meant that they always had an option to retreat, whereas if HRG are taking the fight to them, then TCM has nowhere to go apart from lose their final capture point.
Absolutely right. And now the Uber is probably going to come in from HRG pretty soon. We'll see if they try to bomb tag in again first. But this map is actually extremely hard to get that soldier into last with enough HP and enough momentum to get near the medic. Players have figured this one out pretty well. Jukebox on that sniper once again. He's looking for Banny. He's looking for Shade. We'll see if he finds anyone.
So, yep, Soldier is peeking up there. That was Lange Jukebox trying to get shots over onto him. I think he hit one body shot. Soldier's now jumping in. Tag yet again going in for that bomb. I'm wondering if this will prompt a TCM push this time around. It kind of worked for them last time. But
this time they
I'm
have
not
a
sure.
sniper and a heavy.
Yeah, they'll probably only push out with 2 or 3 of their players to start with anyway. Sniper and Heavy can obviously sit back, but they're opting not to make that call this time round. And that's just going to give Tag another chance to come in, and he will just keep on trying it. The thing that does work out for TCM, though, is they are winning by 2 at the moment. And there's 11 minutes left in the map, and, well, time is ticking away. HRG are going to need a round on the board soon.
Yeah, I mean, they do like to wait for Tag or for Sizer to do something. Right now it is Sizer on that sniper, so we'll see if he gets the shot he needs. He's been spotted by a scout, so now at this point, Maryland... Oh! What a shot on Bibbin, so that's going to trigger the push. Here they go, 5 versus 6. The Uber is in. Damage is being exchanged all over the place. Rib trying to spam out his enemies from the river side, and it looks like the Uber may be just a little bit better for TCM at the moment, but in come the rest of HRG. They're going to try and make this happen. They've taken down Jukebox. Rib still well healed. He is laying down a lot of damage, and HRG, are they still in? Yeah, they're still trying to push into this. There goes 2 players in quick succession. That's Bibbin and Cookie down, and now it is just Rib and Maryland trying desperately to hold this point against the invaders. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but so far they've killed Shrugger. It's Demo Medic versus Demo Medic, and Banny wins that one. Jukebox coming out trying to help. Can they stop the cap on this point? It is just going on and on. An Ubersaw goes down. Jukebox been taken out, and that's it. 3-2. The Americans could come back.
Big cheer from the audience. We want to see a close game here. HRG only 1 point in it, 10 minutes remaining. Can they carry that momentum from the last round forward and get another point to tie this game up? We will have to see as the teams making their way to the midpoint. Banny opting to go the choke route, and Rib taking the opposite big door channel into the mid. And so as the soldiers do arrive, who's going to take the initiative and jump aggressively? We do have Jukebox on sniper for this mid, so TCM might find themselves playing a little more passively. HRG just hiding behind that roll as Jukebox comes out with one headshot over onto Shrugger. Jumping soldier of Zebosai, a little bit risky going up on his own considering he is the only soldier, and he does crater on the way down thanks to damage from Banny. TCM trying to push up this ramp. Another headshot comes out onto, I believe, Banny. As TCM controlling this quite well. Lansky's going down as well. Sniper's still taking pot shots at people. Body hits the scout of Sizer, and Cookie finishes him off. And HRG going to have to back off with their Demo and Medic as TCM cap out this mid.
The story, every time I see Jukebox play against HRG, I see him snipe Shrugger more than anyone else. And I've always found it really hard to snipe scouts myself, so I don't know how he does it.
I think, I mean, personally, when I'm playing Sniper, I like to hit the scouts because I feel if I can kill a scout, then I've equalized the playing field by us having one scout less. But Jukebox is a soldier, so I would have thought, get a soldier down, and now you've got a sniper for free as he comes out with a shot over onto Sizer. Just outside of the spawn door, as both Ubers have been popped around that big door area. Ubering the sniper there, which is going to multi a little bit, throw the advantage a little in HRG's favor. But they have good position up top. Rip does overextend a bit, does get taken down. Cookie takes down Shade, however, no medic, so this might turn HRG into the aggressive team. Or are they just going to back off and try and wait for their medic to respawn? Soldier is in that lobby area. He's going to get caught. That's Zebosai. Just trying to stay alive, but honestly shouldn't be able to get anything done here.
What he's doing is he's delaying the HRG push. HRG was not able to get in position in time to take out Jukebox, and now Jukebox has a wide angle to snipe through. There he goes, takes down Tag, so that's exactly what they wanted to happen. They're slowing down that push from HRG until their med is back in the game.
So we will just see going for another shot over onto Banny. That would have been a really nice one to get, but misses that shot, unfortunately, for him. As he was still floating around that big door, it looks like he's rotating up with the rest of his team as TCM do opt to go through that choke point. There are no stickies, no hidden soldiers around there. as HRG just sitting up top as Shrugger does go down to Bibbin outside of the point here, and TCM getting all up on this fourth.
Yeah, they should be able to hold this quite easily. There is, of course, 7.5 minutes left to go, and that means that TCM are going to be feeling pretty confident. If they can just park the bus here, if they can get another point on the board, they should win this map.
They might try and just stall it out, slow it down. I don't think they're a team that will park the bus at this point, not with a 1-point advantage, but if they are, say, hold that thought, because they are utilizing their Uber now, leading the way with the scouts just to try and force the point, but there's a scout over on the last point, does get discovered by Sizer chasing him underneath, and Heavy's on the point, and it was Cookie who was sitting on the back of that point there. TCM, are they going to come in? They are one player down. I think they'll probably just get their players overhealed again and see if Jukebox can come out with a pick.
Well, the pressure is on right now. HRG trying to bully them out of that lobby, and it looks like so far they've been successful. They will probably have to retreat back to their last point because I don't think this American team can do much at the moment to push into second. I take it back. There is... Actually, TCM's giving them a surprising amount of room. Ooh. Maybe it's just because they wanted Jukebox to go for that snipe, though.
Well, Lansky there... Jukebox taking down Sizer, who was just the scout that was capping the point. 2 players down as Lansky was also headshot by him as he came out of the lobby door. And TCM with a two-man advantage for the next 5 seconds. Are they going to be able to utilize this? HRG are running a heavy. Uber Scout and Demo combo coming in. They're going to try and focus that Heavy down immediately. Medic goes down to a headshot from Jukebox. Heavy also drops Rip, coming out with kills onto Vanny and Tax. Lansky down, Sizer down. It's a complete wipe, and TCM 2-point lead with 6 minutes to go. They could be taking this map.
People were making fun of me for calling games too early yesterday, so I guess I won't. This is still anybody's game, and we're going to have to see what happens. TCM actually flubbing his rollout there. His first sticky did damage, but didn't propel him forward, so he's going to be a little bit late.
HRG definitely do still have time, but you've got to think at this point in the game, they need to win this mid-fight, at least, and, well, get around on the board quickly. And you can see the soldiers are playing with intent this time. They are jumping up onto the pointers. Cookie comes behind Shade, destroys him. Tag goes down as well. Cookie finally goes down to Sizer Scattergun, but has the damage already been done? TCM players, they don't have many damage dealers there, but, well, Zebosai coming up with kills over onto Lansky and Shrugger. Sizer does come in and take down Jukebox, but they still have a medic alive healing them, and Sizer trapped behind enemy lines. He's probably just going to come in and get himself killed, or go for lobby health packs and just try and delay things.
Yeah, Sizer needs to delay things as much as possible. The rest of his team wants to get in position, stop Miralyn from building that Uber too far, but Sizer is now taking a 1v2, and as good as Sizer is, he can't handle 2 of the best scouts in Europe, so he does get taken out. TCM ready to push now.
And HRG won't want to give this up. They'll need to force the Uber, however, and that has not yet been used. Merlin just managing to hold on to it. 2 players are down for HRG. I'm not sure if they've got the time to afford to give TCM this point for free, at least, as TCM will be pushing into last. Still with that Uber advantage, Shade does not yet have it, only on 70%. TCM already coming into last. The Uber is popped. They could get another round on the board here. Shade in a lot of trouble, taking a lot of damage. Great surf over to the other side of the capture point as time is over on the point. Soldiers coming down to try and block it. Shade does go down. TCM still 4 players alive. Lansky trying to, well, no, sorry, not Lansky. He is down, but HRG only 2 players alive. Vanny trying to do what he can. Sizer on the point. TCM going to be taking a 3-point advantage, and this could be too late for HRG on this map.
Yeah, there's 4 minutes left. You can actually win 3 rounds in 4 minutes, but it requires your enemies to just kind of sit still and do nothing. So TCM looking really good right now. HRG, it's going to have to go to a 3rd map, and that is, of course, what we love to see here at i49. The spectators are going wild right now, and at this point, if HRG loses mid-fight, it's probably over, Arcs.
Yes, it definitely would be, as Jukebox comes out with a body shot over onto Shade. Yet another shot from him. Sizer's also dropping down. Cookie with a double kill over onto Lansky. Banny taking down Bibbin. And 3 players down a piece at the moment. HRG still dealing some damage. They've got good health on Banny and Tag, whereas Jukebox and Cookie, not sure if they're going to be able to do it, but Jukebox, another shot over onto Banny. Soldier of Tag does manage to cap it, but Jukebox going for a shot over onto him. And will he be able to do it? He'll need more than a headshot, as he does pick up that health pack. And, well, HRG do take the mid, but they've lost so many players. 3 minutes remaining. They need 3 rounds. It's not looking likely.
No, it is not. The Ubers are roughly even. I swear, Jukebox is the MVP of this match. He has gone insane with that sniper rifle. Going for another shot there. Didn't quite hit at that time. Shade just barely ducks under a headshot, but not that one. Jukebox isn't done yet.
In the last round, Jukebox was the top damage dealer, and in this round, he's sure to be up there dealing a lot of damage. near to the 500 mark as a sniper so early is pretty impressive. As it looks like HRG going to be just regrouping their players. There are only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. At this point, I think they know that the map's probably over, but there's no reason why they'd want to go in. Well, why they just want to throw their players in when they can at least get a push onto mid and maybe carry some momentum into the next map.
Momentum is an important thing to think about. These guys, of course, HRG, tough to demoralize them too much. You know, they're going to sit down and say, okay, we lost this map probably. Going into the next one, maybe it's an entirely different situation. Do you know how they pick the maps, by the way? That's a good question.
I have a feeling that the loser might pick whatever the next map is, so in this case HRG would get the choice of maps, but don't quote me on that one.
Well, if that's the case, then they're probably going to be pretty happy. Nice kill there by Shrugger on Rib, and Jukebox now down as well. They could get this round. It is going to be Zebasai and Mirror. Oh, so close right now. Just needs to be one kill there. 5-3, Banny finishing it off. I was saying, I think it might be good for them to choose a map that doesn't have good sniper lanes.
Well, yeah, I've just been informed by Byte actually the next map is just going to be Badlands. How would you feel about that one?
You know, I've said that Badlands isn't too great for snipers, but then Jukebox kind of proved me wrong yesterday and made me eat my words. So we'll see Jukebox pulling out the sniper on Badlands quite a bit. We'll see if HRG can actually beat them there, though.
With HRG getting a lot of time on this point, there is still not really enough time to win this, and actually a lot of the HRG players are going down. Well, only Bibbin going down for TCM. They are going to be getting time on this midpoint, but HRG getting quite a bit of time. It's going to take them a while to cap. Can TCM get another round on the board? They are sending their players all the way to last at this point. They cannot lose this map, so we will be going to Badlands, but can TCM get another one on the board?
That's the only question.
Ooh.
Jukebox still hitting headshots. Rib coming in with the Uber. Shade is just kind of jumping around like a madman because he can at this point. So it is mostly dead air. 45 seconds left to go with TCM. Ladies and gentlemen, your victors on Gullywash, bringing the series to 1-1. And I hope you've been enjoying i49 as much as I have so far. This has been incredible TF2 for the past 2 days. 3 days.
It is this tournament so far the best that our game has ever seen. It's so close, so many surprising results and form, and well, we're getting down to crunch time and now. GG's called by Jukebox, 19 seconds remaining as TCM just going to be capping out this mid, and well, I am pumped for this third and final map, and I will get to sit in the crowd because I believe Beta is going to be taking over my seat in the spotlight.
Nope, apparently you're staying.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, I still get to watch the game. Jukebox with a final headshot over onto Sizer as the time limit does run out. 5-3 to score, and we will be going to CP Badlands shortly.
And the crowd is cheering, of course. Their home team now has brought the series to 1-1, so we'll see. It's all down to the next map as to whether HRG or TCM go on to the finals against Epsilon. And that, of course, is going to be on the grand stage, actually on a different stream. That stream will be linked here on VanillaTV, but it is going to be on the multiplay stream for the grand finals. But the next map coming up very soon on this stream right here. Stay tuned. Tell your friends. This decides who goes to the grand finals. Is it going to be Europe on that stage, or is it going to be America?